When we talk about NFL legends, we throw around a lot of names. Guys who broke records, guys who defined eras. But every now and then, a player comes along who feels bigger than football itself. And that's exactly what Marshawn Lynch was. He wasn't just a running back. He was a culture. He was a mood. He was beast mode. Think about it. How many players in NFL history can say their nickname is basically a household phrase? Kids in Pop Warner games growling beast mode. Gamers yelling it when they break a tackle in Madden. It became slang. But the crazy part? Marshawn never tried to be a brand. He just was himself 100% of the time. Unapologetic, unfiltered, and unforgettable. So today, we're breaking down why there will never be another Marshawn Lynch. From his Oakland roots to the Beast Quake, the Skittles, the silence, the swagger, and yes, the play call heard around the world. By the end of this, I think you'll see what I see. Marshawn wasn't just a football player. He was a once-in-a-generation personality that the game might never see again. Oakland roots, the making of beast mode. Let's rewind. Before the Skittles. Before the Beast Quake. Before I'm just here so I won't get fined. Marshawn Terrell Lynch was born in Oakland, California, a city that shaped him as much as he shaped it. His mom, Delisa Lynch, was a track star, a sprinter who instilled toughness and competitiveness into her kids. Marshawn was the youngest of four, and he grew up with that fight-for-your-place-at-the-table mentality. Oakland in the 90s wasn't easy. Violence, poverty, crime all around. But Marshawn found his outlet in football. And here's what's wild. At Oakland Tech High, he didn't just play running back. He played everything. Quarterback, defensive back, wide receiver, even defensive end. He once rushed for 375 yards and 7 touchdowns in a single game. Let that sink in. That's a season for some guys. And here's one of my favorite stories. Even back then, Marshawn had this joy when he played. After one big win, instead of just celebrating, he literally hopped on the school's injury cart and drove it around the field like it was a victory lap. No one else could get away with that. Marshawn? That was just Marshawn being Marshawn. It was a Cal where beast mode really started to take shape. The golf cart moment became legendary when he took it for another joyride after upsetting Washington. Fans loved it. His teammates loved it. And you can already see it, right? He wasn't just producing highlight plays. He was creating moments. Things you'd never forget. Be honest. If you were Marshawn's teammate at Cal, would you be hyped to hop on a golf cart with him? Or would you be like, nah, I'm not getting suspended for this ride? Let me know in the comments. Buffalo Days, a legend on pause. Now, here's where the story almost takes a different turn. Marshawn was drafted 12th overall by the Buffalo Bills in 2007. And for a minute, it looked like he was about to take over. His rookie season, over 1,100 rushing yards. Solid. His second season, another one, 000 plus. But here's the thing, Buffalo wasn't a right fit. The team was struggling. The offense wasn't built for him. And Marshawn? He was young, still finding his way, still figuring out how to be a professional. Off-field issues started to pop up. There was a hit-and-run incident, some tension with the media. By 2010, the Bills had seen enough, and they shipped him to Seattle for just a 4th and a 5th round pick. Looking back, that's one of the most lopsided trades in NFL history. But at the time, nobody blinked. Marshawn was talented, but he didn't look like a future Hall of Famer. Speculation moment. Here's the question I have. If Marshawn never left Buffalo, do you think we're talking about him today? Or does beast mode only become beast mode in Seattle? Drop your thoughts below, because I think Seattle was the only place his personality and style could truly explode. Seattle and the rise of beast mode. October 2010. Marshawn arrives in Seattle. Pete Carroll's building a young, hungry team. Russell Wilson isn't even there yet. Nobody's calling them a dynasty. Fast forward just a few months. NFC wildcard game. Seahawks versus Saints. Seattle's a 7-9 team. People said they didn't even deserve to be in the playoffs. And then, Beast Quake. If you're watching live, you'll never forget it. Marshawn gets a handoff. Breaks one tackle. Another. Stiff arms Tracy Porter into the next dimension. Keeps going. Keeps going. And suddenly the stadium is literally shaking. And I don't mean that figuratively. Seismographs in Seattle picked up the vibrations. Fans jumping, screaming, stomping. It was like an earthquake. That's how you get the name Beast Quake. Now, let's break this down. This wasn't just a highlight. It was a cultural moment. One of those plays that even non-football fans saw. You don't need to know X's and O's to watch that run and think, oh my God, that's different. It changed the Seahawks' identity. It changed Marshawn's identity. From that moment on, he wasn't just a running back. He was beast mode. Audience hook. Okay, honesty test. Where were you when the Beast Quake happened? Did you see it live? Were you screaming at the TV? Or did you have to catch the highlights the next day? Because I promise you, the people who were in that stadium, they'll be telling that story forever. Skittles, silence, and swagger. And then came the quirks. The little things that made Marshawn larger than life. The Skittles? That started with his mom. She used to give him candy as a little pregame boost. He kept the tradition alive in the NFL. Fans caught on. And before long, every time he scored, you'd see a rain of Skittles pouring from the stands. No marketing plan. No PR team. Just authentic. Then there was his relationship with the media, or lack thereof. We all remember it. I'm just here, so I won't get fined. Thanks for asking. Yeah, to some, it was disrespectful. To others, it was genius. Marshawn didn't owe the media anything. And in today's era of player empowerment, you could argue Marshawn was ahead of his time. He made it clear, you're not going to use me for your sound bites unless I let you. But here's the twist. Off camera, Marshawn was hilarious. Teammates loved him. Reporters who earned his trust got the real Marshawn. The guy cracking jokes, clowning around, handing out snacks. Commentary. And this is where Marshawn's uniqueness shines. Other players try to build brands. Marshawn was a brand, just by being himself. Authenticity sells. And nobody was more authentic than beast mode. The play call heard around the world. You know where we're going next. Super Bowl 49. Seahawks versus Patriots. Seattle is on the 1-yard line. Marshawn Lynch is in his prime. He's averaging nearly 5 yards to carry that game. There are 26 seconds left. Everyone in the stadium, everyone watching around the world, knows what's about to happen. Get to beast mode. Let him finish it. Let him seal back-to-back Super Bowls. Let him cement a dynasty. And then the unthinkable. Russell Wilson drops back. Throws. Intercepted. Malcolm Butler. Game over. The world is stunned. Seahawks players are stunned. Marshawn? He just stood there. Helmet on. Expression blank. He knew. He didn't need to say it. Speculation. Here's the million-dollar question. If they give Marshawn the ball, does he score? Does Seattle go down as a dynasty? Does Russell Wilson's career play out differently? Does Pete Carroll ever live down that decision? It's the ultimate NFL what if. And you know what's crazy? To this day, Marshawn doesn't trash talk about it. He just shrugs, says it is what it is. But deep down, you know he wanted that ball. And you know he was scoring. More than football, here's what separates Marshawn from so many stars. When the cleats came off, he didn't disappear. He went back to Oakland, gave out turkeys for Thanksgiving, built community centers, showed up to schools, invested in local businesses. Marshawn never forgot where he came from. He launched Beast Mode clothing. He invested in sports ownership, from soccer teams to indoor football. He made cameos in shows like Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Westworld. He even popped up in the Fast and Furious franchise. But through it all, he stayed the same guy. Hoodie up. Real. Funny. Authentic. And honestly, that's why people love him. Marshawn Lynch wasn't trying to be someone he wasn't. He didn't play the media game. He didn't chase clout. He just lived his life. Why there will never be another Marshawn. So why will there never be another Marshawn Lynch? Let's break it down. His running style was violent, punishing, but also joyful. Like a kid at recess who just happened to be bulldozing NFL defenders. His personality was magnetic. He didn't have to speak much, but when he did, the world listened. His connection with fans was pure. Whether it was Skittles, autographs, or just showing up in Oakland, people felt like they knew him. And the timing was perfect. Social media amplified every Marshawn moment. The Beast Quake, the interviews, the celebrations. Compare him to today's stars, Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, Saquon Barkley. incredible players, but none of them are Marshawn. None of them have that same cultural impact. Speculation. Could there ever be another Marshawn? Maybe there will be more dominant backs. Maybe there will be bigger personalities. But the full package? The football, the culture, the authenticity? Nah, that's once in a lifetime. So let's wrap it up. Marshawn Lynch was more than beast mode. He was Oakland. He was Skittles. He was community. He was unforgettable. He was proof that being yourself, fully, unapologetically yourself, can make you a legend. And that's why there will never be another Marshawn Lynch. Final audience hook. All right, I need to know, what's your favorite Marshawn moment? Was it the Beast Quake? The Skittles? The I'm just here so I won't get fined? Or maybe something more low-key, like his community work? Drop it in the comments, because I love seeing which Marshawn moments stick with people the most. And with that, thanks for watching, thanks for riding with me, and as Marshawn himself would say, y'all take care of yo chicken.